Let's talk about truck camper mistakes. I've been in my truck camper for over 6 months, and I'll tell you the first 6 months were really hard because I had no idea what I was doing, and I still kind of don't, let's be honest. First is solar panels. Right now I've got 400 watts of solar panels. I've got 400 watts of solar panels, and you can see I had 1, 2, 3 old solar panels on here from when I bought them. I didn't really understand at the time how much solar that those other ones were pulling in, but it was about 45 watts. And I'll tell you one thing, my batteries never die now that I've got 400 watts, but with 45 watts, they died all the time. And it was winter, so I was running my heat all the time. I used my batteries a lot in the winter, and I could never keep my batteries charged. I always had to turn on my truck and then let my truck power my camper for a little while so that I could crank my generator and let that charge my batteries. It was a huge mess. If you're smart and you know better, then you'll start RVing in the summertime instead of the winter time. Jumping head first and starting in the winter time when it was below freezing temperatures outside was not smart at all. It was really, really hard, and I wouldn't recommend it for anyone. Make sure that your thermostat works. It is ridiculous how I didn't check and make sure that my thermostat worked before jumping right in and moving in. I heard that the fan would go on. You hear that noise? So I heard the fan going on and I assumed it worked, but really it wasn't blowing out hot air and I couldn't understand what was going on. So don't do that. I mentioned in my last one about checking everything, and that's true. Check everything before you move into this full time, because finding out about things that are broken when you're moving in is not fun. It's really frustrating. So if you can figure out if everything works and check everything beforehand, it would make your life so much easier. It would have made my life easier. Another big mistake I made was not getting lithium batteries up front. When you're doing lead acid batteries and they don't charge, that you can't get much use out of a lead acid battery, you're gonna use that battery so quick. Don't be like me and not get lithium batteries for the winter time. Just go ahead and invest, because you're gonna use so much battery juice in the winter time and you're gonna need them, and so you'll thank me later. Unless you're gonna stay in campgrounds all winter. If you're gonna do any type of boondocking, go ahead and invest in lithium. Jack. So learning how to properly use jacks was a huge newbie mistake. I would not raise the camper and lower it all at the same time. My jacks kind of have different speeds, and these started to push inwards. And the biggest reason you never see the camper off the truck is because it's a huge pain and it's really scary, to be honest. Figure out how to properly use the jack. When I got this camper, I never watched a video on how to use your freshwater and black tanks, and I asked the gas station lady and she didn't really know. It was a huge mess. Don't be like me. Learn your freshwater and learn your blackwater tank and how to use them before heading to the gas station to dump. It was kind of embarrassing. And I had no idea that if my batteries were completely dead, that my generator wouldn't start, and I thought my generator was broken, but it was just that there was no power to start my generator. The pro is I feel like right now I'm living a pretty magical life. I'm off the grid. I've been off the grid for months now. I've had time to work on my own creative projects. Oh, I got bit. Oh, okay, we're going inside. I get to ride my e-bike into town and work in a coffee shop. I feel really relaxed and really grateful to be doing this, and it was worth every bit of the hardships that came along in the first 6 months. So if you feel like quitting because you're having a lot of hard times and you think that you'll never fix everything and it'll always be struggle and you'll always be investing a lot of money into accessories and upgrades. Eventually you'll get there, you'll have a perfect off-the-grid setup, and you're gonna be so stoked on the other side. So don't give up, and good luck with your journey. Bye. Because fuel prices are so crazy this summer, I'm gonna be hanging out more in one spot, making videos about my truck camper life. Bye.